please. It's our top speed. It's always been our top speed. What are we gonna do about this? Yes, 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 I know. Summer camp's in 2 days. 1 month. You need to rest, my girl. Sleep deprived. Symboli Rudolf looks unusually bleary-eyed today. Up late last night? One might say that. I fear I got a little absorbed in my reading. Punnery is a truly bottomless art. Did you know that overly elaborate rhymes can make a joke less amusing? Brevity is the soul of wit, indeed. Timing is as crucial in comedy as it is in racing. Right. But no matter how I racked my brain, I couldn't think of a good punchline. Before I knew it, it was past midnight. You could say it wasn't very much pun. Symboli Rudolph's grogginess seemed to have a serious effect on the quality of her jokes. Energy by 30. Well, let's rest again. And become well rested. Good on you. At least she didn't acquire sleep deprived, like some people. Today is the start of summer camp, where the Umamusume train to improve their skills. Or at least it should be. But Symboli Rudolf still hasn't left the academy. Hishi Amazon and Fuji Kiseki. Your status reports, if you would. If I recall correctly, they're the Miho and Rito dorm leaders. The Miho dorm are all accounted for. They were on the bus that just departed. All of the Rito dormitory residents have left as well, aside from one who reported being sick this morning. Excellent. I trust the unwell student is receiving appropriate treatment. Indeed, I've left her in the faculty care. And we're all set. Thank you both for your hard work. You may join the rest of the students. Got it. Don't be late now, Prez. Yeah, you better go. You need to train, girl. Sorry. Now then, trainer. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Once we finish our final checks, we can depart ourselves. Not leading from the front today? I believe Airgroove has that well in hand. And besides, I want to check in on the student who had to stay behind. But what if you missed the start of camp? I have a plan to avoid that. Incidentally, do the words hot rod sound familiar to you? What you getting on that ride with Maruzensky? And that feeling was dead on. Vroom screech. Thank you for driving us, Maruzensky. If not for you, we wouldn't have made it in time. No sweat. I'm always up to take my baby out for a spin. Symboli Rudolph's plan turned out to be her asking Maruzensky to drive us to the campsite in her prized sports car. Unfortunately, Maruzensky has a reputation for being a wild driver. A reputation that's well deserved. Say, Rudolph, your trainer's looking a little pale. Is everything good? Of course, I imagine your driving often leaves people too amazed to speak. Isn't that right, trainer? Aren't Maruzensky's skills in a league of their own? They're certainly something. If you'd like, I could also ask her to drive us back as well. No, I'm good. Speed bumps aside, summer camp finally begins. Good, girl. What are we doing? Important things. Like upping your top speed. Not that. And also... and upping your power. And upping your top speed. Sorry, if you hit that 4% chance of failure, I'm not going to be happy. After training, Symboli Rudolf does things. Hydrate. Yes, drink water, my girl. Summer's camp is the perfect opportunity for Symboli Rudolf and I to sharpen up for the Kikuka show. Ideally, we should be taking this opportunity to focus all our efforts on our own training, but... Looking good, everybody. Once you've caught your breath, we'll try a 200-meter dash. Yes, President. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Hello, trainer. I was just helping these fine students with their training. They have not yet been assigned their own trainers, so I thought I might lend assistance. Really? True enough. Symboli Rudolf could probably give a good lesson as the average trainer, but... You're wondering whether I'm neglecting my own training, aren't you? It's written on your face. Not to worry, I fully intend to adhere to our schedule. I've calculated everything to perfection. I've even incorporated a buffer in case of emergencies. Do you have any other questions? No. Splendid. Now I think that's a long enough break. I have to get back to training. A little while after we finish our session, I catch sight of Symboli Rudolf again, leading a class of younger students. Amazon tells me that you are frustrated by your performance in the scrimmages, is that correct? That's right. I've been getting great times during practice. If I'd been able to match them the last scrimmage, I would have won. In that case, your issue sounds quite clear. You think so? It's exceedingly rare to replicate one's practice times in a real race. The only way to close that gap is by acclimating yourself to the race environment. What you lack is experience. I have a suggestion to help you better understand. Well, the thing is, run races before the big race, and suddenly, you better. That's what skill points are. How would you like to run with me here and now? I'd love to. Glad to hear it. Shall we get started? Even after nighttime rolls around, and most of the students are enjoying leisure time, there's no rest for the weary. Sorry for taking up so much of your time, Briz. Think nothing of it. Any concern of the Academy is a concern of mine. I'm simply glad to help my fellow students. Had I been denied that opportunity, I would have been devastated. Huh, you certainly never change, do you? Anyway, I ought to skedaddle. I'm sure some darling ponies are overworking themselves somewhere, and I have to go find them. Now that I've seen for myself that Symboli Rudolf is managing her schedule just fine, there's no reason to be concerned. Can't quite shake a nagging unease. The next day. Good morning, trainer. I realize this is sudden, but may I ask your thoughts on something? Sure. Very good. I was trying to brainstorm some ways to get the most out of summer camp, you see. You mean on top of our regular training? Precisely. Bonus training, if you will. Over the past few days, it's become clear to me that I have more to learn if I wish to conquer the Kikuka show. Can you think of anything we could add to our current schedule? Well, speed. Or rest. We'll rest later. Eat. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Perhaps I was a little too roundabout. Diet matters as much as practice. I'm aware, but that isn't why you're suggesting this, is it? You think more exertion would do more harm than good, don't you? You think too little of me. You and Agrove both. I have told you both of the dream I aspire to. You know that attaining it will require extraordinary effort. The path I have chosen requires me to push myself beyond my limits. I thought you understood that. Do you truly think I am so weak as to falter at this hurdle? It's not what I'm saying. I apologize. That was thoughtless of me. You are not the target of my frustrations. Clearly, I must become stronger if I don't want others to worry about me. Rudolf. Leave me be for now, trainer. Let me ponder this alone first. For now, I will take your advice. I'll be sure to have a hearty meal tonight. I'm sorry for the trouble. Please excuse me. As I watch her walk away, her lonely figure stolidly refusing any encouragement or comfort. And I can't even open my mouth to stop her. No. No, don't do it. No, give me empathy. How's the wit failure percentage? It's fine. I was gonna say, the concert thing doesn't really look like something she'd do. Summer camp is drawing to a close and the students are getting ready to head back to the academy. Look, trainer, do you see the expressions on their faces? Come on, Ryan. Let's get back. Let's hit the track. If you think I'm the same racer I was before camp, you've got another thing coming. You're going down. You're the one who's going down. I've been itching to run since I got out of bed. How much stronger do you think I've gotten? How much better of a racer am I? My pecs are crying out. They gotta know. Your pecs can talk? They have a little more pep in their step, wouldn't you say? And it's all because they feel how much they've improved. Summer training has a way of bringing the best out of our students. I have no doubt they will all make marvelous debuts. And if my planning has contributed to their future success in some way, I will be more than satisfied. I don't think you're weak. You're amazing, especially that you haven't given up yet. There's no trace of the loss of composure that I saw a few days ago. You're staring, trainer. Something wrong? How about you? Do you mean to ask if I feel I've improved over the course of the summer camp? But of course. And now I'm ready to sally forth. My charge will be unstoppable. And so this year's summer camp comes to an end. Okay, I can't stay like this forever. I have to do something or else nothing will ever change. But how do I begin? The greeting, of course. Hey there, trainer best out there. Nice job. Hey, trainer Kiryuing. Yes, like that. And next I should... Trainer best out there? Were you looking for me? Well, actually, I was kinda wondering. Would you happen to have any interest in karaoke, perhaps? I would, perchance. Oh, really? In that case, would you care to join me now? Her suggestion is a bit sudden, but I agreed to go to karaoke with trainer Kiryuin. Well, we're here. Do you sing karaoke often? Not really. Honestly, I can't remember how many years it's been since the last time I went. It was probably when I was still in preschool, maybe? I've entirely forgotten how this works. Do we have to call the staff to request songs using this phone? Actually, you use the tablet over there. I see. I've never been to a karaoke parlor. Sucks. I'm sure they exist. I mean, Indianapolis is right down the road. Gotta be there somewhere. Sorry for inviting you out like this so suddenly. Something up? Actually... Oh, there you are. Hey, Meek. What? You don't hang out with your trainer, Meek? Yeah. Not really. Well, that's wild. My trainer and I go to the arcade all the time on my days off. My trainer likes playing video games. She's so good at them. She even helped me get better. Oh, really? That sounds fun. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I don't have any hobbies. I enjoy reading trainer textbooks, adjusting trainer regimens, and analyzing data. But those things don't count as hobbies. So there's nothing I can do for fun with Meek. But I don't want her to always be bored because of that. So that's why you came up with the idea for karaoke? Yeah, I remembered my mom taking me when I was very young. That was the last time I went. But I thought if I started going more, I could call it a hobby. I never seemed to do anything but study. It's how I spent my whole student life, and even now, I don't know why I'm like this. Anyway, why don't we start singing? Best out there. No, don't... Right, we should get started. If it's okay with you, I'll go first. As she sings Twinkle Twinkle, Little Star. Kiryuin may only know children's songs, but her voice is undeniably a thing of beauty. Wow, really? Oof. I think I might be losing my voice from all that singing. Don't worry. I don't talk this much either. It's been like 3 hours. My voice is dying. Thanks so much for accompanying me today. Anytime. It was fun. Really? Thanks. I'm so glad to hear it. Trainer best out there, if you wouldn't mind, would you join me on my new hobby again sometime? Only if it's not too much trouble, I mean. I would love to. I'm looking forward to it. Trainer Kiryuin looks to be in high spirits as we talk on the way home. Eureka! Rudolf, we must play karaoke. I know it's karaoke, but that's hard to say. Mood remains great. It's like recreation is useless or something. We don't need that. We need to... There we go. Failure rate is 28%. Look at this. Friendship training success. On my way home, I spot Symboli Rudolf heading for the practice track. Where are you going? I'm solo training, of course. With things unusually quiet around the academy, I could think of no better way to spend my free time. Didn't we just finish training?
Yeah.
Indeed, but there's no need to worry. I find the exertion pleasantly bracing. I'll join you. I knew you would see things my way. Then we shall train for as long as time allows. Together, we'll strive for heights that none have ever seen. It's like sweat doesn't exist. Sure enough, the two of us end up training until the track closes. Energy down, speed up. You need to sleep. Thankfully, you did, my girl. Whoa. One day, several boxes of fan mail arrive at the academy, all addressed to Symboli Rudolf. Boxes? I'm at a loss for words. We have some time today before training, I believe. Would you mind if I read through these in the meantime? Of course not. It's a great thing to do. I appreciate it. These letters deserve my full attention. As we Umamusume race in the Twinkle series, we inspire dreams in the hearts of the fans who watch us. And in turn, their support becomes the wind at our back, urging us ever onward in pursuit of our dreams. That cycle is something I cherish dearly. And with that in mind, I wish to carry all my fans' support with me as I move forward. To me, that is part of being an Umamusume. You look really happy today. From the earnestness in which Symboli Rudolf sits down to read, it's clear that she truly treasures her fans. Mood remains great, skill by 30. 'Tis race day. We have 130. Does that mean that it'll only activate on Mile? Because then it's kind of useless. And she doesn't have skills that activate, really. And she isn't a late surger. She's either a front runner or a pace chaser. And she doesn't run Mile. Whose is this? Anyway, we've improved so much. The Kikuka show is hers. The Kikuka show, the final race of the classic Triple Crown, is before us. The crowd roars in anticipation of the drama that will unfold. Symboli Rudolf, meanwhile, merely waits in silence. Conventional wisdom holds that the Kikuka show goes to the strongest Umamusume. A 3,000-meter course with 2 uphill stretches is apt to test any racer's mental fortitude. It demands speed, stamina, and technique in equal measure. Only an Umamusume who excels in every area can hope to win the day. If I were to cede that crown to another, I could hardly presume to call myself emperor. Don't worry, you're strong enough. That I am. But as thanks for your faith in me, allow me to be your escort. Come with me, trainer, and we shall see the highest of heights together. We certainly shall. Okay, so we got that, and we got that. You shall be a front runner, my girl. And we shall watch you win the 3,000-meter both ways uphill race. What? Both? Anyway, we gotta win one of these. Might as well be the best one. We've improved so much since then. Summer camp helped. A ton. We've got the top speed to outrun them. We have the power to break through. And the stamina to keep going. And the wit to understand that you shouldn't run too much. And the fourth stat. I've realized that some of these racers, I don't think they're even actual characters. Like her and her. They've just got these outfits. This is quite the stretch. The front runners are way far ahead of the end chasers. Though I'm sure that's because it's the 3000 and they're pacing themselves away. Yes, the two there, or all four of them, are fighting for first. She seems to speed up, but we still have half the race left as corner adept. Makes her corner adept, because corners. I'm not sure. Everything must have a chance to activate. I'm truly not sure how that works. What are you, a motorcycle user? Seiyun Sky is the one to beat. And she's got her in her sights. Oh, and she's past them. Just has to keep that lead as she comes back from behind. Around the corner, which they all seem to be good at. And then Rice Shower speeds up quite the amount. A lot. Oh my. Well, I don't know what we could have done against that. It's 9 lengths. I don't understand. What could I have done? Well. So much for my grand ambitions. For all that I strove to demonstrate my Emperor's strength, I now have nothing to show for it. You still have your pride. Thank you, trainer. You're right. So long as my pride remains unbroken, the crowd may still place their hopes in me. I will enter the Aremakinen, and in that crucible of ambitions, I will finally make my mark. I know you can do it. Thank you. Your faith will be the lamp that lights my way. And I will continue forth, no matter what obstacles present themselves before me. As we resolve to fix our sights on the Aremakinen. Coming in.
Yeah.
Good work out there, Prez. Ah, Brian. It's not often you come to watch me race. I was interested in seeing who the strongest Uma Musume was. Shame about how it turned out. How does it feel to be toppled from your throne? Surprisingly refreshing. Putting on a brave face, huh? The Emperor's comeback would make a rather good headline, don't you think? Nothing phases you, huh? I'd love to go toe-to-toe with you someday. Which you have. You look like an opponent worth sinking my teeth into. By all means, I'm confident I can weather a gentle nibble. Anyway, enough of that. Is Airgroove not with you? Perhaps it was egotistical of me to assume that she would be watching. Or could it be that she had something to attend to? You know, probing people isn't really your speed. You make it too obvious.
Yeah.
That's not what I... Are you worried she won't follow you if you don't keep an eye on her? Excuse me? Never mind. Anyway, you did good today.
じゃあな。
Get yourself some rest. You've earned it.
恩に着る。
Of course. Thank you. You know, trainer, about what Brian just said. Excuse me, I'm from the newspaper. Do you have a minute?
あ
Of course. Just give me a moment to get ready. We can pick this up later. The press is calling.
あ。よし。
I am certain they will be excited to hear what the Emperor will do following her defeat. In the end, however, Symboli Rudolf winds up swamped with interviews and we never get the chance to talk. 51 skill points ain't bad. Now we have to just... This is quite the stretch. The front runners are way far ahead of the end chasers.